Peace and prosperity. My name is Cinnamon, and I am the creator of tarot cards. I am also the creator of crystal clarity, which you will see in a moment when I do your reading. This reading is for Virgos. And Virgos, this is for your forecast for this upcoming wanting phase, which begins October 28th and goes through to November the 12th. On the 28th, we will have a full moon. This full moon is in Taurus, and it is going to be a lunar eclipse. We have a lot of energy going on with this past solar eclipse, and now this lunar eclipse, and all these planets going direct. So it's a lot of shifting and changing energy. And I do these readings to help everyone to know how to stay in the flow of the universe. The universe is going this way. It's best that you go this way also, because when you go against the grain, it causes a lot of confusion, a lot of holding back, a lot of energy that gets stifled, a lot of energy that gets redirected, and things take longer to get to where they're supposed to go. So first of all, I'd like to tell you that during a wanting phase, things to do and things not to do. During a wanting phase, things to do are to declutter your life. It's time to go through the house. Get rid of stuff that has been sitting and collecting dust, taking up space. It's time to get that stuff out. Pack it up, send it to the thrift store, or give it as gifts to other people. You may know someone who could use it, but you need to get it out. People, situations, and things that are not in harmony with you, things that are making life harder for you, stressing you out, it's time to get those things out of your life also. Other things to do during a wanting phase is right after the full moon. It is very, very beneficial to make your herbal remedies. If you're making tinctures or anything like that, they are always stronger, more potent if you make them after the full moon. So let's see what else. During the wanting phase, if you want to cut hair that you don't want to grow back very fast, like shaving your legs, then this is the time to do that. Shave your legs or armpit hair or whatever it is that you want to shave that you don't want to grow back very fast. This is the time to do it. If you want hair to grow faster, you cut that hair during the waxing phase, because just like with the grass and everything else, everything grows faster during the waxing phase, grows slower during the wanting phase. Also, believe it or not, you can actually eat a little bit more during the wanting phase with less weight gain. Yeah. Those who go crabbing and getting shellfish, most of you already know that the best time to go crabbing is after a full moon, because the crabs, the shellfish, all of that will be meatier. So get it after the full moon. Things not to do during the wanting phase. It's best not to get any major medical procedures done. Surgeries, teeth being pulled, things like that. It's not the best time to do that during the wanting phase, because the body takes longer to heal and you put yourself at risk for more complications during the wanting phase. So these are just things to know to make life smoother, so you can plan things out and get the best results when you know when to do them. So let's start the reading. When I do readings, I like to do things according to everything. Like today is Wednesday. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. So today is the day that I do the readings for Gemini and Virgo. Virgo, your tarot card is the Hermit. So I have 3 different Hermit cards here. This is the Hermit card from the Osho Zen Tarot. This one is from the Inner Realms Tarot, and this is my favorite card out of that whole deck. I think it is so amazing. But I love that deck because as you can see, the artwork that is done on this, I mean, all of their cards are amazing, but this one just happened to be my favorite, the Hermit. And then, of course, here's tarot cards, the Hermit. Also, I have some aventurine, green aventurine, because that is a great stone for Virgos. And then we have some amethyst over here just to bring in all that great spiritual energy. So I'm about to start burning this Virgo incense. So yeah, I'm about to start burning this Virgo incense, and we're about to get started. Okay, so I just wanted to show, like, there's the Osho Zen for anyone who is curious. And here is the Inner Realms Tarot. So those are the boxes for those cards. Now, I'm going to cleanse these crystals in this Virgo incense to get that Virgo energy all over them, so we can get the best reading and help you Virgos to get ready for this upcoming wanting phase. There we go. Crystal clarity is one of my babies. I cannot wait for you to see it and get this reading, and I also am really excited about making this available for everyone to be able to do this at home. It is such a wonderful experience. It really goes in depth. It covers everything from your health to your spirituality, your relationships, your job. You get all of that in a reading. There's so much, and it really helps you to get clarity on your life and how to correct things. That's why I love it so much. All right, looks like we are ready to go. So this reading is for Virgos for this upcoming wanting phase, which begins October the 28th and goes through November the 12th. Here we go. All right, Virgos. Let the stones fall where they may. Okay, Virgo, here we go. Here is crystal clarity. Crystal clarity, casting lots. And for those of you who know, casting lots is talked about in the Bible. Some people draw sticks, some people drop bones, some people use dice. There's so many different ways to use casting lots, and I chose crystals. So we're going to begin right here. And this chamber right here represents your social life. The stone that has landed there is blue aventurine, and that stone represents your communication. Communication has landed positively here, and so what that means is the more that you talk, the more that you communicate while you are out and about, the more answers will come to you. The more you'll get clarity on certain things. You're going to learn a lot through communication. Like, you know, don't go somewhere and just sit quietly. Right now, the universe is saying it's time for you to talk, speak up. And this is going to bring clarity. You may get answers on things that you've been thinking about and been wondering about. You may run into someone who may have an opportunity for you, but you know, that saying, a closed mouth never gets fed. So this is what this is talking about. It's time to speak up. Talk to people about your goals and things. There are those who are going to be there to help you. Even if it's like, hey, a weight loss thing, if you talk about it, you run into the right person who will help you with that. Even if it's like relationships and anything else, just communicate. The more you communicate, the better it will be for you, because right now people are just going to be drawn to you and they're going to want to talk to you. And the more that you talk, the more you're going to learn, the more gifts you'll find, and better life will be. Okay, so here we have red jasper, and red jasper has landed where it is bridging the gap between your shadow self and your close friends and relatives. And red jasper represents your sex life. So whatever your sex life is your sex life. Active, your sex life. Non-active, that's your sex life. Whatever your sex life is what this stone is talking about. And it has actually landed in a positive placement where it is helping your shadow self and your relationship with close friends and relatives. And I know that may sound like, how can my sex life be helping my relationship with close friends and relatives? Well, what happens is that sometimes, like, it's like chi. When you have energy balled up in one aspect of your life, it affects other aspects of your life. And when it's flowing positive, it's opening doors for other avenues in your life. So, of course, when it comes to close friends and relatives, they can see you a mile away. Like if you're stressed, they see it. If you're happy, they see it. And so with this placement, it is saying that because things are positive, like I said, whatever it is, whatever your sex life is, it's positively affecting you right now. And so your close friends and relatives are able to experience you being happy, being in a better place. And so that is very good. Here we have clear quartz, and clear quartz represents your ability to be open, honest with yourself about, your flaws, about your weaknesses, about your strengths. Being open, being able to look at yourself in the mirror and not, like downplay yourself or ignore your issues and boost your ego. This is all about brutal honesty. And this stone right here, very interesting, has landed negatively affecting your sex life. So there's something about you that you need to really take a look in the mirror and fix. You need to be honest about, if you are in a sexual relationship, you need to be honest with your partner about everything. Be transparent when it comes to you, your feelings, and how you feel about yourself. And if you have trauma in the past that has, caused you to look at yourself a certain way, it's time to talk about it. Because you may be responding a certain way that your partner does not understand. And if you are open and honest, then they'll understand what's going on and they'll be able to help you. But if you don't talk about it, they can't help because they don't know what you're going through. So that is very important that you open up and don't try to sugarcoat anything. Be brutally honest so that you can be healed and you can correct this issue, this energy that's going on here. I know a lot of times it can be difficult to be brutally honest, but right now, there's so much energy going on. There's so much changing and shifting in the universe, and the universe is telling all of us it's time to change. We have big things that are coming, and we all need to adapt and get ready for it. So we all need to correct whatever issues we have going on in order to be able to move on. So it's time to take a real look in the mirror. Be honest, be open, and get this area fixed. Here we have Dalmatian Jasper. Dalmatian Jasper represents your dependents, whether that's your children or your pets, whoever is dependent on you. This is what this stone represents. and this stone has landed positively, affecting your physical health. That is great. So spending time and being more connected to your dependents, your children, your pets, is going to have a great effect on your physical health. It'll be a good stress reliever. Also, you know, when you take your children to the park, run around with them, get yourself some exercise, things like that. Great stress reliever, and also a great opportunity to get some physical activity going on. You can go bike riding with your children. If you have pets, take your dogs for walks, take them to the dog park. This is very great energy. This is life-changing, like, you know, stress relieving and getting physical activity. It's great, great energy. Here we have iron pyrite, and iron pyrite has landed positively because it is in the circle and it is bridging the gap between your self-support and I call it self-support because not everyone has a job, but everyone must support themselves. So, and over here, your insight. Iron pyrite is a stone that means usually what you're thinking is the exact opposite. It's just like the people who went west to go get gold, and some of them ended up with iron pyrite. It's the exact opposite of what they wanted. So, iron pyrite it's a sign. It just says, hey, what you're thinking is the opposite. So if you've been thinking negatively about your self-support, it says, don't worry. Don't worry. It's actually in a good place. You may not be able to see it right now, but it is actually in a positive placement. Your insight. You may be questioning yourself. When iron pyrite lands, it's saying, hey, don't question yourself. You're on point right now. I know sometimes it's hard for us to feel that, like, you know, we want to question ourselves, like, am I really thinking this is right and all of that. Right now, iron pyrite says, nope, you're right on point. Good job. So, over here, we have rose quartz. Rose quartz represents your mate. And if you don't have a mate, then this is the space of the mate. Like, you know, the person isn't here. How you're thinking or things that you're doing in your life, this can help you to make yourself available for a mate when this stone shows up. But this stone right here has come in a negative placement when it comes to your communication. So what that means is there may be issues going on in your relationship, and it's making it difficult for you to open up, be honest. So these things must be cleared up. You must sit down and have a conversation. Like I said, this is for those who are in a relationship. It's time to sit down and have a conversation and try as best as you can to keep it from becoming emotionally charged. If things start getting where, you know, there's a lot of like yelling and, you know, a lot of anger building up, then you may need to step back, let you both cool off, and then come back and, you know, have this conversation again later. Because things like that, when you're stressed and, you know, your relationship's not going the right way, sometimes we can't get the right words out. And then, like, even when you go to work, your communication's all screwed up because you're stressed. We got to get this straight. And for those of you who do not have, you know, a mate, this stone is saying that alone is causing confusion. It's causing confusion because the way that you're thinking about being alone right now is not beneficial. And the things that you may have done in your past relationships, whether, you know, you from the trauma, the pain, or whatever, it is causing you to have trouble in communication right now. So these are things, whenever we have anything dealing with trauma, it is really time to like sit down and think about what happened, what we could have done better, Speak with someone who is, either been in that position or someone that you look up to get some advice, so that when you do meet someone or you enter into a new relationship, you're not bringing this energy into it. Because communication rules the nation, and when things are happening where your communication is off and other people are not even able to understand you, like you're speaking plain English, but your message is not coming across, you got to figure out why. Why is this happening? And right now, as you can see, it has to do with your mate or your lack of having a mate, or the way that you've dealt with mates in the past and the trauma that came from that. So this is something that really has got to be cleared up. Like I said, communication rules the nation. Here we have, this is terahertz, and this stone represents your social life. And this stone is coming in, it's not here yet, but it's coming in positively into your spirituality. And that's great. It's coming in positive into spirituality. So that means socialize. When this comes in, it's not here yet. Like I said, it's about a month away. It's going to be time to socialize and go out and find maybe, spiritual groups, or go to metaphysical stores. Find people who are on a spiritual path that you may resonate with, or communicate with people. So if you have, something that you've been curious about on a spiritual level, talk to people, get some people's advice, or listen to their stories. Find out, what are they doing, and find out if it's something that you want to do. So like I said, this is socializing. So socializing and spirituality, it's like find your spiritual family. It's time for that. We all need it. Like I said, with all this shifting and things that's going on in the universe, we all need some energy, especially when it comes to spirituality and staying on the right path. So, Virgos, this is your reading, like I said, for October the 28th through November the 12th. This is all here for you. I hope that this helps you, and as you look at this and apply this to your life, it'll open up some doors and make things flow smoother. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And ladies, if any ladies would like a reading with crystal clarity, please contact me. I'd be more than happy to help you. Thank you, and have a blessed day.